Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome back to another episode of the Bottle Recap. I am Bobby Campbell.
And I am Andrew Muth.
And this is our journey through the world of craft beer.
And today we've got Pumpkin Sour from Almanac Brewing Company.
Oh, I hope this one doesn't suck. Join us!
All right, guys, Pumpkin Sour is part of Almanac Brewing's Farm to Barrel series. Now, this is their 2015 release for the Pumpkin Sour, so it's coming at 8.5% ABV. Last year's was 7%. This one's a little bit stronger. This beer is aged for 4 months in wine barrels and Woodford Reserve bourbon barrels. Ooh.
I fucking love Woodford Reserve. On the rocks. Delicious, excellent bourbon. So let's see if we can pick a little bit of that bourbon out of here, because that would be great.
Yeah.
I would be excited. This is, coincidentally, the redemption song for the Farm to Barrel series. If you guys have seen the last one, if not, we'll post a link in the description below so you guys can go check that out. But the Buddha's Hand Citrus. Wow, a little bit rough. So, we like to go back and kind of redeem a beer if given the chance. And, considering that this is now the holidays, we're getting into October here, figured that we would give this pumpkin sour a chance.
Yeah, and this is a brown ale to be specific.
It is, yeah, it's a brown ale, so that's pretty cool. So let's go ahead and look at the color on this one.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Dark?
I'd say dark. Definitely looks like a brown ale. I'll tell you that much.
It does look like a brown ale.
Yeah. Murky. I'm not even going to try to quote SRMs because I think I've been wrong on pretty much most of them. So we're just going to say it's a brown ale.
Yeah. Brown ale that looks murky.
Yeah. So light carbonation on this. You're not going to get a big head when you pour this pretty much at all. So don't be looking for it. I mean, even a light wisping on the side of the glass. So not a whole lot going on here. But now let's get into the aroma on this.
Ooh. Wow. Oh, it's very strange getting the mix of the tart and the pumpkin.
Yeah, really, really, really odd. And I am actually getting the nuttiness from the brown ale, which is kind of interesting, which is something I didn't pick up before. Usually we set out in the backyard and discuss these beforehand. But yeah, nuttiness is starting to come through a little bit. You're getting vanilla. You're getting definite spiciness with this. I'm definitely going to say nutmeg is something that stands out crazy. A little bit of clove. It feels like an allspice kind of mix. If you've ever had a mincemeat pie, that's pretty much kind of the aroma you're going to get with this.
It kind of smells like the holidays.
Yeah, definitely. And a lot of vanilla coming off of this, which is great. And just hints of dark fruits. Really like light hints of dark fruits. The pumpkin actually really does show through, but there's a big tarty funkiness. I'm going to say more tart than funky, lightly funky.
Yeah.
But big tartness. You can tell this is a sour based on the aroma.
Yeah.
And it's cool. I really dig the aroma on this so far, more than I've ever dug the aroma on a
Farm to
Barrel series. So let's go ahead and get into the flavor on this one.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Tiny cheers.
Tiny cheers. Oh, it did show up.
Definitely tart, but definitely pumpkin.
Definitely pumpkin.
Whoa.
Yeah. I'm going to say tartness kind of washes across the entire palate with this beer. And I was kind of hoping that wouldn't happen. It's not overbearing tart. It's equivalent to, I'd say, like tarted darkness from the brewery. If you guys have ever had that beer before, it's got about that same tartness level. Not Warhead, just ridiculously overwhelming citrus sour at all. Once that tartness goes away, you do get light hints of pumpkin.
A little bit of that spiciness comes out. I mean, not spicy, but
the spices. Yeah, so spices, nutmeg, cloves, cinnamon. Definitely getting that. Pumpkin's very light. Pumpkin's very light.
Surprisingly pretty light.
I would say the vanilla is actually, the vanilla stands out a little bit more than the pumpkin to me, which is kind of interesting.
Almost like they maybe should have called this an autumn sour or something.
Something like that. But you're still getting the pumpkin. So it definitely is a pumpkin beer for sure. Dark fruits, really an afterthought. Light hints of raisin. But
I was going to say a little bit of plum.
Yeah, something like that. But the brown ale actually stands out. I'm really surprised the underlying style actually hangs out there. I am getting light hints of Cabernet barrels or red wine barrels. They're like Pinot Noir, Merlot, Cabernet, something like that.
It has kind of a wine finish to it.
It does, but
again, making it perfect, I guess, for the holiday season.
Bourbon's missing.
Yeah.
Bourbon's
Yeah,
missing. Bourbon's
yeah,
missing for
dude.
me. I'm getting like a bourbon burn in the chest, but I don't know if that's due to the acidity from the sour. Kind of feels like that might be what it is, but I really feel that it's not even an afterthought. I mean it's missing to me.
Yeah.
I'm not really getting the bourbon off of this.
Yeah,
which
especially
is,
for being labeled as being aged in the,
Yeah.
especially the Woodford
Woodford
bourbon
Reserve
barrels.
barrel. So that for me is a huge letdown. It's a huge letdown. I'm going for another sip just to make sure.
Yeah, I'm still not getting.
Feel free to feel the
Yeah,
the,
no,
feel the air. Yeah.
It's there. I like this beer, but
I feel like vanilla and like light hints of pipe tobacco, but
Yeah.
I'm not getting much. I mean, there's hints of oak, but it's the wine barrel to me really dominates. I still feel like the bourbon is really lackluster
Yeah.
on this beer. Yeah, really, really disappointing. So
and the pumpkin's pretty low for being a pumpkin sour too.
yeah,
so.
but it's still good. Had it not said aged in bourbon barrels, I would have said wow. Not wow, but this is good. This is good. I could drink this again if you guys are a fan of sours and you like pumpkin beers. I think this is gonna float your boat. Absolutely,
definitely.
100%.
Like we were saying, definitely redemption for the farm to barrel
a
series.
big redemption. So with that said, let's see what your overall is, Andrew.
I'm gonna go 9 on this. I like it.
Wow,
Yeah, I
Andrew's
like it.
going to 9. Yeah, this is gonna be a severe disagreement between Andrew and I. I'm actually gonna go 7.5.
Wow.
7.5. The lack of bourbon.
the bourbon.
Yeah, the lack of bourbon characteristic in this, or the subtle bourbon characteristic, really downplays this beer a lot. I know it's supposed to be a pumpkin sour, and yes, you are getting the pumpkins, but I feel like the tartness really kind of overpowers what could be a phenomenal beer.
Yeah.
I feel if they did exactly what they did without the sour, whether they used Lactopedie or Brett, I feel if they would do this in just a standard brown ale, age it in the wine barrels, age it in the bourbon barrels,
bourbon would come out a lot
with
more.
the spices, I feel the bourbon would stand out so much more, and I feel this would be just an incredible beer. I in my mind, I would go ahead and give that a 10 without even trying it, but that's kind of where I'm leaning with this.
Yeah.
I think taking the tartness out of this and making that attempt, man, it would make this beer really, really amazing. So for me, I'm going to do a 7.5.
Yeah, totally get that, dude.
7.5 is middle of the road. I mean, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
That's pretty much what it is. But, we actually have something very special for you guys. Thank you for hanging out with us, but we are actually going to do a second redemption on this. So hang on just 1 second and we'll have that redemption for you guys.
Stay tuned.
All right, guys, due to a happy accident by our good cohort, my number 1/2, we ended up with a bottle of Farmer's Citrus Reserve.
I don't know how it happened, guys.
Which we did before and absolutely pretty much despised. So we're going to see if a month down the line has done anything to this beer. I don't want to do this. Oh, mommy, please. No, don't do it. Okay, so
Let's do it.
color on this, nice golden, little bit cloudy, wispy head on the side of the glass.
It does look nice.
It does look
Really nice.
eh,
A little bit of the opposite of the pumpkin sour, but
it does definitely a lot lighter. Definitely a nice golden, almost golden straw.
you got a lot there, man.
Yeah, I don't know why I did that. All right, so back into the aroma. Yeah. It's just so lemon peel and warhead and like
A little bit
green
funky.
apple, very funky.
Smells like vomit still. Still does.
It really does.
probably
It still
tastes-
smells like
tastes
fucking stomach acid.
Yeah.
All right, so if you guys want to see the full review on this, so we were just
Yeah.
gonna see if it tastes any better. Cheers.
Cheers.
Tiny cheers.
It really tastes like something that should be coming out of me rather than going into me. Like that's the best way I can describe it. Yet again, it I know it's harsh, but it tastes like vomit.
It's so
Bobby's reaction says it all
It's so
on this.
bad. It's so bad. Okay, so
Here we go. I'm filling in the void.
yeah. So what's your overall on this?
What did I give this last time? I gave it like a 6 6 or a 7.
Oh, I'm gonna give this a 4.
4?
Ugh. Ugh.
I'll say 5. I'll say 5.
I'm gonna give this a 4.
I'll say 5.
This is truly just one of the most awful beers I've ever had, and
maybe I'm giving it a 5 just to like tell myself, oh, it's okay, I bought it. You know, it's a little better. It's not that bad.
Oh no, it's that bad.
Yeah. Okay, finish it.
Okay. At least got to finish the tiny glass. Habit. Okay. Well, anyways, thank you guys so much for joining us on this 2-parter. We figured that we try to redeem this beer since we gave it such a bad rating before. With a month more knowledge than we had before, it actually got less than it did. Yeah. Oh man, I think I gave it a 5. I think Andrew gave it a 7, and this time it's just get a 4. It's just. Why?
Our average scores on this for for the first review and this one, I think they add up to about terrible.
Yeah. I would definitely say. So, I'm Bobby Campbell.
I'm Andrew Muth.
Thank you guys so much for joining us on our journey through the world of craft beer. And never forget that every journey starts with a single sip. Also follow us on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter. Woo. Fuck Google Plus.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers. Until next time, guys.
Oh. Just fuck yourselves.
Oh. I keep paying for it.
That's why I saved it. Cheers.